All right, it's the King Dray Mack, and today we're on a mission. Well, some of you have seen parts of LA that keep us captivated, Hollywood and Beverly Hills and all of that. But now we're rolling through some of the suburb areas of LA, and I'm on a mission today. Like I said, I got a few errands I need to run, but while running them, I want to give you guys a shot of the backside, the back area of the LA suburbs while I head over to Ventura County. So get on this ride with me, and I'll show you a few of these sites that are available here in the northern LA area as it turns into the Ventura area. My gimbal is going a little crazy right now, so let's see if we can get this straight. Yeah, I need to go grab a few items, Today, it's a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. Super blue. And we rolling. Trying to hit all the green lights like Ice Cube. I don't know, but the day seems kind of odd. All right, so we're off and into it. Man, not a lot of sports going on today, man. I'm really kind of upset with boxing right now. Like this Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence thing, man, is making me sick about boxing right now. It's like when Mayweather and Pacquiao, man, took 5-6 years after they were supposed to fight to actually jump into the ring, and then it just looked like a dude in there with his little brother sunning him. Just too late for that fight, So I'm fearful that this fight for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is gonna end up that way. But I figured that would be the case. Boxing is one of them sports, man, that continually lets you down. Just lets you down continuously. That's one thing they're consistent with, is letting you down. And supposedly at this point, there's not enough money on the table for. It's rumored that Terrence Crawford is not happy with the money. And, rightfully so, because typically he gets money in his pocket guaranteed. But if he comes over and fights Earl, it's no guarantee. It's going to be based on how many people purchase the fight, how many people show up at the fight, and then you got to pay your handlers, you got to pay your managers, etc. Then he's going to be looking at probably around the same amount of money that he would have been looking at with his guaranteed payment, and he's looking for a big payday because he's taking a big risk fighting Earl. So it's unfortunate, man, that the economics of boxing is like that, but when you have two fighters like this that have similar fan bases, I'm not saying they have the same fan base, but they got similar fan bases. And what I mean by that is if when Earl has a fight, if he had a fight in July, he might get 250,000, 300,000 pay-per-views. When Crawford fights, he'll fight, maybe let's say he fought in September. He'll get 200,000 pay-per-view watchers, and a lot of those people will be people that tuned in to the Earl Spence fight. So you understand what I'm saying on the math there. So Earl gets more people to tune in, and he gets more people to show up live. But when Terrence does his, he gets maybe 2/3 of the people that tune in for pay-per-view, and he doesn't get as many people to show up live. But combined between the two, the spectators there are typically shared spectators. Like, I'm going to watch both of those people fight. I'm going to watch Earl fight in July, then I'm going to watch Terrence fight in September and pay for both of those fights. So if they both fought each other, all they would get is me paying my money, but they wouldn't get an additional person paying money. So it doesn't appear that their fan bases combined will crack a large enough number to pay the alleged fighter, or Terrence Crawford, the amount of money that he's looking to get for fighting such a great fighter in Earl Spence. And, of course, these are fighters, so they don't want to get, the fight starts right in the negotiation table. That's where the fight starts. So they try not to give up an inch at the table. So whoever gives up the inches at the table, they're losing the fight right then in their eyes. These people are super competitive, so, it's just like that. It's crazy how that is, but this fight is in jeopardy of being pushed until next May, or maybe even next year around this time. So who knows? But this is why in boxing you can get somebody like Jake Paul or Logan Paul come in and make millions of dollars because they just putting on a show. Let me come out and fight a celebrity and knock a celebrity smooth the fuck out and get paid a lot of money to do it. Because people just want to see fights. But boxing just can't get it right. They got too many belts. They got too many hands in the cookie jar, so to speak, and too many networks that are battling for who is going to actually broadcast the fight. So that's another fight that they have. It's not just that they got the belts out there. You got to have all these 4 different belts you defend and pay for, but you also have all these different networks that are vying for the position to show a fight, and that comes into the negotiation process. So it just, I don't know. I don't know when this fight is going to happen, but I know if they fought when they're supposed to fight, October, November, I think Earl puts that work in on Terrence. Now, if Earl decides not to fight, or let me just say it this way, if the negotiations fall apart, then I expect both of them to take really challenging fights. I expect them to either fight like a Keith Thurman or Boots Ennis or somebody of that ilk, because I want to see a good fight. If you're not going to fight each other, then you got to put some good products out there for us to see and take a challenge and step up and put some work in. So that's my expectation. You fight somebody that's good enough to beat you. I don't want to see neither one of these guys in a fight with somebody that they can easily beat. I'm not paying for the fight. I'm going to let my dollars talk on that. But we'll see. All right, so as you can see, back to this little movements that we're making. We're in the back end of northern LA. And you see it's super dry back here, right? Like super dry. A lot of industrial stuff going on back here. Got plants back here. Not plants as in plants that grow off the ground, but like plant factories that are out here. But as you can see, it's green over there. We're kind of dry up in front of us. Yeah, so anyway, I'm kind of bitter about boxing. I think you guys can hear that in my commentary most oftentimes when we talk about big fights. Unfortunately, they're fights that occurred back in the day, because that's when people used to want to be the best. Like, I want to fight the best so I can be considered the best. But just like in every other sport, the fighters, the players, all kind of see the big picture in these sports. And they want to be economically rewarded for the risk that they take. So boxing is a hell of a risk. You're risking your brain function. You're risking dying in the ring. So you're taking a really big risk. So you want the risk to match the reward, but you got to balance that as a boxer, because at some point the fans want to see you take a risk without having to get the super payday, the mega fight kind of payday, especially when it's not there. Just not there. For Spencer Crawford, the super mega fight isn't there. You got to think, when Mayweather fought, most people watch Mayweather fight to see him lose. Then you had Pacquiao, who had a totally different fan base than Mayweather. Totally different fan base. He had a whole country behind him. And even more, he had a whole culture behind him. He had a whole people behind him. So, of course, that's going to bring in some fans that would not have tuned in if Mayweather would have fought somebody different. So if Earl and Terrence think they're going to get that kind of money, that's just not going to happen. That's just a dream. That's just a dream. That's not happening. So they're going to have to bite down, fight each other, fight to see who's the best, fight to see who's the champion at 147, and then move on to bigger and better things. That's what I want to see before they get too old. Right now they're in their lower 30s, and you don't get better as you get older. Once you cross 30 in boxing, there's been a couple people that have kind of proven that wrong, but very few, very seldom does that happen, especially in the lower weight classes. Anyway, you guys can see there's a lot of still a lot of mountainous areas back here. I like going back this way, trying to dodge the traffic, man. So I'm headed out to the Ventura area. A lot of surfing fun out there, you know. But I'm headed out there, and I like going this way because I avoid a lot of traffic. And I don't like being stuck in traffic. You can't even drive your car in traffic. You can just hurry up to wait. Hit your gas, go 25 miles per hour, stop. Hit the gas, go 25, stop. I don't like that. So I like getting out into the open like this. Open road, the mountains in front of me. Very, very little traffic. And try to get to my destination, man. Go through these little ass towns, though. Going through these little towns, though, you do have to kind of pump your brakes and try to get through them without police activity. So anyway, back to a little bit of sports, though. So I'm excited about a couple things. In the NBA, I'm seeing the schedules come out. Got plans, me and the Big Pick and some of the other homies go to some of these games. I plan on going to see the Lakers this year. Plan on seeing the Warriors this year. Plan on seeing the Kings play this year. I'm leaving a team out, as you can probably tell. If I live in LA, I'm leaving a team out that plays in LA, the Clippers, and I just can't do it, man. I just can't do the Clippers. I'm sorry. Clippers is one of them teams I just can't do it. It's one of them things, even when they were good, when they had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and all of them, man, I thought I would be able to go to the games. I was like, man, okay, shit, the Clippers are good now. I'm going to roll up there, man, and check them out, Lob City. I just couldn't do it. There's something about the Clippers that I can't do. And I have been to their games before, way back in the day. I'm talking about when they were San Diego Clippers. I'm talking about LA Clippers before Lob City. I went to a few of them games, man, and I just can't do it. I don't know. The homie got free tickets and everything, man, and I still don't have a desire to see the Clippers. Yeah, I know they got Kawhi. I know they got George. I know they got Bobby, and I know. I just can't do it. Can't do it. And they might be better than the Lakers this year. So they was better than the Lakers last year. Year before. They've been better than the Lakers quite often in the last 10 years. But I just can't do it. Something about the Clippers. Something about being bootleg. I can't do it. We'll see. Maybe if they make it deeper to the playoffs, win a championship. Nah, I still can't do it. So yeah, the Clippers, I just can't do. But I do know some people that aren't Clipper fans, like real Clipper fans, that were Clipper fans before Bob City and all of that, season tickets, the whole thing, man. But I can't do it. That's just me. But now, that brings me to the point, though, where I'm going to be, this year, I'm going to take it upon myself to make sure that I go and see Golden State play in person. Go see Steph shoot some of them shots and Clay and the squad. And go see LeBron play, him, AD, Westbrook, and whoever the Lakers pick up. I'm going to make that known. I'm going to go out there and see the Kings. I know y'all probably saying, how can you go see the Kings and you talk about you can't see the Clippers? Like, that don't make any sense because the Kings suck. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Because the homie out there, I'm going to go to the game with the homie, and when they play somebody decent, I'll be right there, and I don't got no dog in the fight then. You know, I'll just be watching players at that point. But it's something about going to the Clipper game. I don't want nobody even see me coming out the Staples Center, or what is it called now? It ain't even the Staples Center no more. It's the Crib. I can't be coming out the Crib and people see me with no Clipper fans. I couldn't forgive myself. So anyway, you see that we're coming up to a red light. As you can see, there's a lot of small little areas out here, little industrial areas, low-key traffic. That's what I like. That's how I get down. I like to stay out of the traffic in life too. Just stay out the way. Get mine and stay out the way. But now football coming up too, so I know y'all are all excited about that. This year, man, I'm going to take a really close look at a team that I used to love back in the day. I'm just going to take a real close look to see how they do this year and how serious they are about winning and what their new quarterback is looking like, and that's the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to take a really good look into Trey Lance just to see how his development is, if he's going to be the future or if they're going to need to bully him out of the way. And that's just how the NFL is. And anybody that listens to our show knows that I'm not a big NFL as a league fan. I'm not a fan of the NFL administration. I'm not a fan of that and the treatment of players. I'm not a fan of how they snatch health benefits from players that desperately need it. Not a fan of how they got a low count of minority head coaches and GMs. Not a fan of that. But just like anything else in life, if you're scrolling through your TV and you see something on and you got an interest in it, you tend to just bite down and watch it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be watching the San Francisco 49ers kind of get down this year and see what their quarterback does, and I may find myself at some of those games. I know Big Pig is a big Cowboy fan. If you listen to us, you know that he loves the Cowboys. And actually, I'm headed out to that area right now where they practice in Oxnard. So who knows? I might stop through there. But beside the point, I think the Cowboys, and surprisingly, this year, I think it's going to be Dak's year. I think Dak is going to put up monster numbers. I think he's going to do some things that he's never done in his whole career. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think they might win a playoff game this year. I haven't even told Big Pick that yet, but I really do think that this will be a breakout year for him and his team, and they'll make it to the playoffs and win a playoff game. This is that year for the Cowboys. But I'm interested in seeing the entire league. I want to see Lamar Jackson go for his, see Mahomes go for his. I want to see Tyreek out there, how he adjusts in Miami. I want to see Buffalo Bills play and see, you know, if last year was a fluke or if they're going to build on the momentum from last year that they had. So it's going to be very interesting. As you can see out here, in front of us, though, things are changing up, man. You see all the vineyards and vegetation out here, man. I love all of this stuff. All right, I like this little area out here. Couldn't live out here, but it's developing. Like a little bridge over here. Nice little homes being built. I don't know what this area is called. Heritage Grove. Okay. Heritage Grove. Cool little area. So we're going into the city of Fillmore. Not the area of Fillmore, like up in the Bay Area. This is a city called Fillmore down here in northern LA. Got a few wineries, got an old town over here, good Mexican food. One of them cities you either live over here or you slide through going someplace else like I'm doing right now. Sliding through. Now when you go to these cities like this though, you gotta slow your roll. Police be creeping. Slow your roll. That's what I don't need. Don't need no tickets. Little cities like this is a trip though. I always wonder like, damn, where are people working at, man? Living way out here in the cut. Where is there to even work? So I guess they just live over here and drive hella far to work every day. Drive an hour and a half to get to work. That's the thing about LA. LA doesn't have a good infrastructure for public transportation. You got to rely on your car. So your car got to be in top notch in order to get around out here. Little places like this, you move way out here, you try to get an affordable crib, which the houses are affordable out here. Well, relatively affordable. And then, you got to drive hella far, use hella gas to get to where you're going. So, man, almost like it doesn't even, you might as well live closer and pay more for your house than live out here for a cheaper cost, but your gas is $500 a month. Just getting back and forth. I don't know. It ain't my business, so I'm gonna let it ride. But this is a little city of Fillmore. You see a lot of this traffic up the main artery of the city. Looks like it's people coming from where I'm going. Out there, Ventura, Oxnard, and even as far as Santa Barbara. But we rolling. Rolling like the car is stolen. So, back to the NFL talk I was talking about. And just like the dynamic with the Lakers and the Clippers, we got to take a look at the dynamic between the Rams and the Chargers. Like we know the Rams won the bowl last year. Phenomenal win for a team playing in their home dome. They're playing at home and got a championship. Man, that's awesome. That's something that you dream of as an owner, as a GM, as a coach, and of course as a player. They made that happen. Now, contrast that with the team that shares the stadium with them. So the Rams win the Super Bowl, they got it all set up for the Rams home games. It's Rams everywhere. And then when the Chargers play, they change the lighting up, change the turf. They just change things up when they come in. So it's like one of them situations where you got to share your space with another squad that just won the Super Bowl. You like, man, it's got to feel inadequate, to say the least. You got to feel like a little punk up in there, like, damn, the big dog just got it done. The LA Rams That's historic. That's a historic squad. And here we come. The LA Chargers. The LA Chargers. I haven't even got used to that name, man, because they were down in San Diego for so long. Now they're here. So, end of the day, man, Chargers might even be better than the Rams this year. Got a very, very promising team. Great young quarterback. Got all the pieces that they need. So they in the city that they need to be in order to get the pub. But it's just really weird that you're sharing a dome with a team that just won the bowl. I don't know. That kind of would be like you, as a man, like you got a girlfriend. You just got this girl and her ex-dude was a boss. Ex-dude is a boss. And you just you. You got a job, you doing good, but you ain't no boss. You don't tell nobody what to do. You don't sign no checks. You don't hire no people. But she say she like you because she don't like being with a boss. Too busy. Ain't got time for her. And I don't know what was wrong. I don't know if she's telling me the full truth on this, but dude had it popping, man. They was doing vacations and popping bottles and popping tags and doing all that stuff. And now she with me. And yeah, our refrigerator full, but shit, that's about it, man. We kick it. We barbecue, have cookouts, go to the beach here and there. But we can't do all that fancy stuff. So that kind of thing has to be going through the Chargers' brain at this point. It's like, yeah, the town say they love us, but do they really love us? The last team, the Rams just won the Super Bowl. That's where all the love is going. And you can see and feel the love. You can feel where the love is going, as a team. Like people mention the LA football team, they say the Rams first. They don't say the Chargers first. They say baseball in LA. They say the Dodgers. They don't mention the Anaheim Angels. People say basketball. They're talking about the Lakers. They ain't talking about the Clippers. So in order to maneuver your way into a new spot, and I could prove this by looking at what Anaheim Angels did. They won championships when the Dodgers were dormant. Dodgers hadn't won since '89. Until recently, the 2000s and the late teens of the 2000s, where they won. Anaheim had won in between then. But shit, we didn't care. That's them. You can win some chips, and it still don't mean nothing, because you didn't capture the hearts and the minds of the Dodger fans. Same thing's gonna go with the Chargers. Even if they win one, it's gonna be like, yeah, but go win another one. And then another one. And then we might holler at you. And that's going to be with the Clippers. The Clippers got to win. I think the Clippers probably got to win 5 in a row before they can break the spell that the Lakers got on the town. They just got to be super dominant, like years in a row. Just like unquestionable. They got to put up some years like the Golden State Warriors are putting up right now, but here in LA for people to change their minds about the Clippers. We're going to see, though, man. Now, we ain't got to see. It ain't going to happen. I've seen enough. But as you can see, we're still rolling, man. It's one of them things. I'm switching lanes and trying to get to where I'm going. All right, we back at it. Headed to make a stop near Ventura before I get that way. Man, what other things are going on in sports right now? So, like, things are going to start to get ramped up, man, with football, and that's going to take a lot of people's attention. No Big Pick is doing the fantasy football next week. I'm not a fantasy football player, so I don't usually go to those things. I feel like I got too much other shit going on to kind of put myself into fantasy football, because although people say it doesn't take a lot of time, I think in order to win, it does take some time. And I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to something else. But I do see that there's some skill to it. It must be, because it seems like the same few people win at fantasy football. I know some of y'all out there play it. I've never played, but it looks like the person who is up on their rosters, who knows how to manipulate their rosters and make the right decisions and trades at the right time, and knows how to negotiate when it comes to the bowl and the playoffs, ends up walking away with some of that money out of the pot. I know some people probably just put their money in and just walk off and, get back to their life without really checking in and tending to their business. I didn't want that to be me, because I knew that would be me. And I take that shit personal. Like, if I jump into a league like that, man, in any kind of activity, I don't want nobody to think that they got over on me, especially when I wasn't giving 100%. So if I invested in doing fantasy football, and then after the first 2 games, I'm like, damn, I got all kind of other shit I got to do. Missing my trades. Dudes are injured or sitting out, and I'm missing that because I had something else to do. And then I got somebody that I was playing run up on me like, man, this dude's stupid as hell, man. I just killed him. 50 points to 15. And they talking shit about me, you know what I'm saying? They're talking shit like I can't think my way through some fantasy football. I kind of be hot. I don't know. I kind of be hot, man. I got some competitive juices that run through me to where I can't let that ride. Can't have people out here thinking that I make bad decisions. So, I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll do it, man. But right now, I'm just doing too much, juggling too much. And that might be a little bit, that might like push me over the edge if I did that. But it's a cool little whip right here, whatever this is. What is it? SRT, okay, dude can run. Little race car action going. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm just, like I said, excited about seeing the NBA too, man, because I feel like Kevin Durant and Kyrie gonna end up playing together. They're gonna have to get it together. Had to quit crying and start playing, and maybe they'll play with an vengeance and try to get out of the East. And I would like to see the Lakers make it to the finals, or Golden State make it and play against the Nets if possible. That'd be great to see, especially with a lot of these players aging the way that they are. You got Curry and Clay and Draymond. They're coming up on that age where it's almost over. KD almost over. He probably got about 4 or 5 more years if he's lucky to run his game. And then you got LeBron got about 3 ice cream seasons left, and it's a wrap. Westbrook is a banana peel away. So, it's going to be good to see some of these players with their encore. Hopefully their encores are in championship moments so we can see it. All right, I'm exiting this freeway. We're getting closer to one of our destinations. And hopefully you got to see some of the back end area of northern LA. Because now we're in Ventura, across the Ventura County line. So we're in a new county. All right, so here we are. Again, like I said, it's a lot of pasture out here. It's a lot of vegetation, a lot of agriculture, not a lot of traffic, but a lot of two-lane highways. But I'm rolling, trying to get to the destination. First destination coming up. I'm gonna take y'all on this tour though, so you can see what the back channels of Los Angeles area looks like. Even though we're in the Ventura area, we still consider this part of the LA area. You know, if you're coming out here, it's like, man, you ain't that far from LA, so it's all tied in. I damn near feel like Vegas is part of LA. I ain't even gonna lie. Like just the Vegas Strip area. That's the only part I'm claiming. Some of that other part I'm not claiming parts of Nevada and Vegas. But that Strip, feel like when I'm there, it's like, okay, this is just another block in LA. We're gonna claim that. We're claiming that. I haven't been to Vegas much, man, since I used to be in Vegas, man. I could have damn near built a casino out there by hand as much as I was out there. Felt like I was out there like every 3 weeks probably. Stay out there 2-3 days at a time. Getting it in, man. Damn near feel like I'm Vegased out. I don't have to go to Vegas for a while and feel like I'm cool. Just hit them casinos, man. Also doing some work out there. Trying to make some ends. I think I got on the streak though at the casino, man, where I got hit like 10 times in a row. Got hit 10 times in a row. Every time I went, bam, taking my loot. 10 times, man. I was like, damn, Vegas must not be for me. You lose 10 times in a row, that pretty much says you unlucky. Haven't been gambling that much since then. Used to hit some of these Native American casinos here in the LA area. Hit some of those like on the weekend. And I kind of slowed down on that, but you know, I do like casinos, man. I'm gonna have to go out there, see Big Pig. I'm gonna roll out to some casinos with him. That's gonna be my re-entrance into the casino life. But I used to hit them often. Best one that I've been to though is in Monaco, as they call it over there, man. Over there on the Mediterranean, I was over there and was able to do the gambling like James Bond would do, you know, in one of those kind of casinos where when you get your chips and you hit big, it's not good etiquette to yell and be screaming up in their casinos, because that did happen. True story. We're in there gambling, and the homie yelled out, and everybody looked up like, what is going on? You know, in their language, like, what is happening here? What is this disturbance in here? Like, oh shit, that's the homie. The homie won. So we you know what I mean? We ain't got that kind of etiquette coming from the United States. We go over there, we take our etiquette with us. We need an education. So we got over there, man. We was making noise, cheering and yelling, and you know, doing what you do in the casino, and people are looking up like, remove them, ruffians, you know, all of that. But great experience hitting the casino out there in Monaco, man. Got to hit the golf links over there. Got to hit the casino. Hit some great restaurants. Got to get out on the water a little bit in the Mediterranean. Beautiful. Got to do more of that, man. But it's gonna take more money, more effort, more everything. You know. But whatever you do, and I'm taking the same advice, whatever you do, man, you just got to do it to the fullest. You just got to get out and dedicate yourself to a goal. Attach yourself to a goal. Put some pressure on yourself and go make something happen that you normally would not do. Just do something different. Stretch your boundaries. Stretch your goals. It's the only way to make life exciting, man, because you can have a whole bunch of money and just sit home all the time and not stretch your boundaries. Then you get old, man, you ain't gonna be able to move like you used to when you were young, so you're gonna see things from a different perspective, older perspective. And then the way that these sports players negotiate their contracts is the same, you know, and lengths of time that they want to be at a place so that they can keep their options open is the same way you want to be able to do with your job. You want to be able to see, like, I want to be here 2, 3, 4 years, and then I want to be able to make a move either up the ladder or outside of this company to go make some more money. But I just need to get this padding on my resume so that I look attractive to someone else that want to pay me some bread. So we just got to remain flexible. And then you remain flexible and you keep moving up that ladder, then you can start to tack on some of them trips, some of those experiences, meet new people that stretch your boundaries out so that you just don't do the same old 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you wake up, you're 50 years old, and shit, you only done went one town over your whole life. And you didn't like that. So they didn't have a spot to eat like the one that you got in the place that you live. So you got to just open that up, cast that to the side, man, and try something new. And even if you don't like it, at least you tried it. Shit, I think we get one spin at this life. You get one spin at it, so might as well live it to the fullest, man, as much as you possibly can. We ain't gonna be able to, you know, everybody ain't gonna be able to have no yacht, no Ferrari and all of that, but shit, you can show up to a lot of those places where a lot of those items are, just like they got there. They got there on their boat, they got there in their Ferrari. Shit, I roll up in my Toyota, or I roll up in that plane and land right next to a yacht and walk on the same ground that they can walk on. You know what I'm saying? So, taking that perspective in life and just exploring your boundaries and stretching them out, man, is a very good idea that I suggest for everybody. All right, we're getting to where I want to go. All right, we're back on the move. See, people are lining up over here because I think the Blue Angels are going to be flying over here, so people are lined up trying to get their look at them when they fly out. If you don't know who the Blue Angels are, look it up. Acrobatic aviators. Inspiring because they cut it close when they're out there flying those planes, man. I don't know how they do it. Well, I do know how they do it. Hard work, dedication with no medication. You can see it over there. Air show tomorrow. Camarillo. Oh, it's today, actually. Today and tomorrow. I don't know why you can get tickets. I guess you want to hear the commentary, but I'll just watch the planes from a distance, watch them do their thing. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. We're rolling. We're over here in the Ventura area, and I'm about to make some more moves. Had to make a quick errand real quick. Stopped in, dropped in, popped in, made it happen. Now I'm out. But now, something's been, I don't know, man. Me and Big Pig talk about the Lakers a lot. But man, I'm starting to get worried, man. The more I think about it, the more I get worried, like what they're going to do in the next couple seasons, man. Y'all know I like the fact that they got a star in LeBron to come to LA. I don't know, sometimes when you get what you ask for, you don't necessarily appreciate it or want it as much. I know y'all have done that before, where it's like something you really wanted, you really thought you needed in your life, and then you got it, and you were like, you know what? I don't know. I don't like making this car payment, or I don't like making this house payment, or she wasn't as cool as I thought she was going to be after a while. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, it's kind of like LeBron right now. hopefully after this year, if they see what the Lakers are going to bring to the table, they may have to put that man out there on the trade block, man, and get some assets. Because I just don't see the future being bright unless you trading off your picks for the future. And I don't think you should be mortgaging the future right now. Just roll out what you got, and if you can't get it done, you have to cut it loose. I think Westbrook will be cut loose next year, so I think LeBron has 2 good guaranteed seasons left. That third one, if he does sign and get on for an additional year, that's going to be gravy. But I wouldn't be upset if after 1 year they release the cord and activate the parachute. Get him gone. It is what it is. It ain't personal. All right. So anyway, we rolling through this traffic, trying to get to the next destination. It's always packed going this way. You know, I took that back road, but now I can't avoid jumping on the main artery on the 101, headed north, up through Oxnard, up through Ventura, and possibly all the way up into Santa Barbara. We'll see where the day takes us, but I got a few errands to run. Few food spots I want to hit too on the way. Man, we don't talk much about baseball at all on our show. What y'all think about baseball these days? I don't know. I think I grew up really loving baseball. I love baseball. Bats, mitts, playing all the time. But man, it seemed like it just got too slow. Just too slow, man. Like the pace of what it is that excites me and the rate at which I need to see it is not satisfied watching baseball. So, you know, I look at the standings here and there, look at some highlights here and there, hear about the news like PEDs with Fernando Tatis over there. That kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm like, hard work and dedication then turned into hard work and medication. Crazy, man. Like you look at these players and see how great they are. They go and cash these big checks and then boom. Oh, you was cheating. Whole world out there, man. I feel like all these athletes are, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, I guess. That old adage rings true. But I don't know, man. Let me peep this out of nice little trees and shit set up over here. They've been fixing this area, try to widen this freeway for a long time, man. Shouldn't be this packed up. We got how many lanes? 3 lanes, but then I think it squeezes down to 2, and I think they've been doing construction on here for a long ass time, so always slows you down coming through here. But I got to do it, man, because it's the only way that I can get to where I want to go. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but that's why I take those back roads coming in. Nice little houses over here too. Like houses that are overlooking vineyards and agriculture. It's cool. All right, we're passing into Oxnard. Getting into Oxnard right now. Shout out to the homies that I knew and grew up out here. Way out here in Ventura County. Oxnard has made a big change. Damn, that's a big ass Amazon over there. Damn, Amazon ain't playing. They are not playing. Let me see. It's a big ass warehouse for Amazon. Shit. I like Amazon's model, man. Get that stuff to me quick. But I know it's people that make that happen. So hopefully they begin to treat their people better. That's all I got to say about that. But keep sending my shit 1 day, 2 day shipping. I need that. Treat the people right. All right, so now we're in a little bit more open road. Like I said, they widened this freeway out, so it feels a little bit better. don't feel choked off. Used to come through here at a snail's pace because of the freeway being constructed and reconstructed all the time. So I got a stop I need to make out here in Oxnard, but I wanted y'all to take a look at it. This little freeway area out here. Rolling with me. Rolling with the king. Rolling with the king. Oh shit, I spoke too soon. Brake light. Talk about all these freeways getting widened up. I might need to dip. Shit, let's go up here. Let me just do it. Just talking about it. Let me just go ahead and be about it. Make that quick change up. Jump in this lane. Get to my destination. Get to my destination across the whole nation. Got spots like a Dalmatian. This area looking pretty good out here. Another area I probably couldn't live, but it's cool. Stroll out here next to the beach. Had a few little friends in my time span that lived out here. Good people. I think it's the wrong way I'm turning, but let me make my adjustments. Right, near my destination. Get back with y'all in a minute. Talk a little bit more sports. Show y'all a little bit more of this turf out here in Ventura County. All right, we back rolling. Getting ready to jump back on this one-on-one. Turn some corners. Hit a few more spots. Y'all ride with me today. And you get to see a little bit of something from my perspective. Damn. See all this traffic up here from my perspective. I can see it already. This ain't cool. All these damn lanes, but not enough space. Wiggle my way through the traffic. So, something that I wanted to talk about too, man, that you're seeing little bits of information. It looks like Deontay Wilder is going to make his comeback. And he's making a comeback against a guy that he has sparred several times. So they have a familiarity with one another in the ring, which could be a good thing or a bad thing, you know. Sometimes when people know your tendencies, know how you get down, they can exploit those. It just depends on, you know, how you come in. And that's kind of what is yet to see with Deontay. He fought 3 wars against Tyson Fury. I mean, 3 wars. Every single fight seemed like life or death. The first one was like incredible. And I ain't gonna say it again, but I'm gonna say it again. I was at that fight, and it looked like that fight was coming down to it, the very last seconds of that fight. And we all know it's now in fan lore and history that he knocked Tyson Fury down in what we thought was completely out in that 12th round. And magically, Tyson Fury hopped up off the canvas and started putting hands on Deontay. So we know after that fight, which was called a draw, that these two competitors were kind of tied in for life with each other. So that was a historical fight. Second fight didn't go well for Deontay. For all the reasons, all the excuses that were made, all the valid reasons that were made, it didn't come out to be Deontay's day. And it looked like he suffered some severe damage to his ear and probably his ego after that fight. Third fight, again, another war. It looked like my guy Deontay came out immediately and stood his ground. Didn't seem like he was in very good shape because it looked like by the second, third round, he was already tired. But he fought like hell. That's one thing you can never take away from Deontay Wilder, is that he is a fighter. Many people would have folded under that pressure in that third fight, but Deontay stood his ground, even knocked Tyson Fury down in the fourth round. Like, sent ripples through his body. Like an earthquake in his face. Hit that man's face so damn hard, shook his whole body, brought him down to the ground. A big 6'9", 280-pound tree brought that shit down to the ground. But in similar fashion as the first fight, Tyson Fury got his ass up. Don't know how he does it, but he got his ass up, and he took the victory in devastating fashion over Deontay Wilder. Deontay had to sit out after that fight. It was mandated that he had to sit out. I believe it was at least 6 months before he can get back into the ring. Deontay took that time, and I'm pretty sure he took that time to reflect on some of the things that he could have done better, some of the things that he does well, get in touch with his family, friends, ground himself, get back home. And because Deontay is a country boy, he's a country boy, so getting back home and getting next to his roots and weaving his way back into society without feeling any shame, because he shouldn't feel any shame. I think Tyson Fury will give anybody in the history of boxing a problem. I don't care who you name. He would give him a problem. Oh, you saying Tyson? Man, Tyson's a foot shorter than that man. Tyson would have a serious problem. Even Tyson at his best would have a serious problem with that big-ass dude. I can go down the line. They would all have a problem with him. So there's nothing to hang your head down for getting into the ring with him and coming out with draws and L's. Nothing to hang your head up. The only thing I could say about Deontay is that he should have listened a little bit more to his counsel, listen a little bit more to some experienced boxers like the Andre Wards of the world, and not so much to his ego, because that got him back in the ring with Tyson Fury and got more damage inflicted upon his body. So I'm saying all that to say that he'll be stepping back into the ring, and now Deontay is somewhat of an unknown commodity in many people's eyes. Is he trash now from those fights? Because we find sometimes when boxers go in and they take, let's be clear about it, when they go in there and take a whooping, sometimes it's easier for other boxers to come in and distribute that ass whooping as well. Some people can recover from it and go on to have great careers after devastating losses, but he took 3 in a row, and they were hell. They were hell fights. Busted eardrums, busted egos, touching the canvas, getting tired, having to tap in to, your last resources that you have, the fight or flight. Deontay fought. I give him that. But what Deontay will we see coming back into the ring? That's yet to be discovered until he actually does it. I'm in that camp to where I'm just going to say I don't know what we're going to see. Are we going to see the Deontay that can come in, shake off those losses, shake off those cobwebs, correct some of those errors that got him into trouble, which seems to me was the right hooks was what he was taking in devastating fashion. It's like he couldn't block those. He couldn't see those coming. But he won't be in there fighting a fighter as big as Tyson Fury, someone that can tire him out immediately by putting their body on him like Tyson Fury did. You can see we're heading up to the Ventura area. We're moving in on it while I'm talking. But like I was saying, nobody will have that kind of frame. Nobody will have that boxing ability. Like I said, Tyson Fury will give anybody problems. He reminds me of a 6'9" Canelo, a foot stretched out Canelo. Good inside fighter, good outside fighter, got a nice jab. He developed some power. Just all around good, great fighter, man. Got to give it to him. But now, Deontay, can he take a punch now after getting hit like he has? People are going to be watching the tape. They're going to see what punches that Tyson Fury got in on him, and they're going to attempt those punches. So he's going to have to correct those errors, or he will find himself into major problems coming back. And if he gets in trouble, is he going to still be able to dig deep? If he gets into a fight and gets knocked down, will he be able to dig deep? Or will he have flashbacks of what just occurred for the last few years fighting Tyson Fury? Don't know, but I'm hopeful that he will be able to get beyond the losses, gather himself, gather his strength, mental and physical, and go out on a really good note. I would like to see him eventually fight Usyk, fight Joshua, and maybe fight, I forget dude's name. He's like a big-ass train over there in the UK. Joe Joyce. I like to see him fight those 3. Then I like to see him get up out the game. Because boxing offers us something that other sports do not. It shows us fighters that fight a little bit too long and what it does to their speech, what it does to their movement, what it does to their mental faculties. So go in there, touch that money, knock a few people out, get into a couple good fights, 3 to 4 maximum, and retire. And believe me, the legacy of Deontay Wilder is going to be as such. A guy that picked up the sport very late, 19 years old, which is damn near impossible to do, and to be a great fighter. He went in, knocked out damn near everybody he fought. Devastating fashion. One of the most powerful punchers in the history of boxing. And then he fought one of the great fighters in heavyweight history, and he just could not beat that man. He couldn't beat him. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he is a really good fighter himself, one of the most powerful boxers in the history of the sport, and he picked this sport up very late in his career. Imagine picking up basketball when you're 19, football, baseball. That just wouldn't happen. You had to be a freakish athlete in order to do any of those things at high proficiency that late. And that's what he did in boxing. And boxing is very technical. Very technical. And he has been able to compensate for technical or technicality or however you want to call it, with raw power, athleticism, and he conserves himself very well into the late rounds, and he carries his power through the late rounds. So he's been a phenomenal boxer to watch. I'm looking out now for his overall well-being, because he seems like a very good dude, very grounded, very stable in who he is. And, he just needs to cash a few more of them checks and then go sit down with his faculties in place. And then he can do whatever it is that he would like to do going forward. Because I bet you when he was 19, I know he had self-belief. But when you start really actually turning that self-belief into fruition when it comes to life, and you start to cash them checks, sometimes you forget that you were broke. And they got it all lined up, ready to go over there. Sometimes you forget that you were broke and how you were feeling. You were having $1,000 in your savings account. Now you got millions in your savings account. And you got to think back to those times when you was broke and say, man, I couldn't have dreamed a better dream than this. I never imagined I would have millions in the bank. And with that said, I got to know when enough is enough and be able to tap out with my faculty. So that's the decision he's going to have to make, and don't let his ego kind of drag him into deeper waters to where he can suffer more damage. Because right now, I think if he gets in with another fighter and he gets in tough with another fighter where he might touch the canvas, he's going to have to dig in deep to find out if this is what he really wants to do going forward. So I wish the best for him. Hope that all is well with him getting back into the ring. And me and Big Pick are going to be documenting that journey. So as I'm speaking, we're rolling up into another destination. Out here, finally made it to Ventura. Like a little traffic going that way. Like I said, the Blue Angels are coming, so I'm sure traffic is going to get thick. So I'm going to have to find another route to get back home. So I'm not going through all of that. Not going to do it. So we're rolling up close to the pier here in Ventura, where I'll make a quick stop over here and then get on to my final destination. Here we go. I don't see that pier. Let me hop off over here. Oh, we rolling now. Step off on California Street. I used to roll up. This is a hold up. All right. So now, moving in on Ventura. Shop, surf, stay. they got going on out here? Sounds like some country music being played. Tim McGraw. I definitely didn't come out here for that, but I'm not hating. Everybody got to get it in. But trust me, that's not why I came out here. So they got a concert going on. Tim McGraw, baby. Like those drums. Somebody out there playing the shit out some drums. Make a quick pit stop up in here. Alright, so we're out here on the beach. Tour Beach. It smells good. I love coming to the beach. Love that smell. It's one of the things that got me in LA. Keeps me in LA. It's the damn beach. Out here checking the surfers out. Good day to surf, it looks like. There's certain things in life that I just don't do, and surfing is one of them. But I appreciate surfers. I appreciate people that do things, that do stuff that I don't do. High appreciation for that. I'm just not the best swimmer. Every time I try to swim in the ocean, it don't work out well. Beautiful out here today. Take a little stroll down here. I'm parked in a bad area, so I won't be here that long. I don't need any tickets. Like I said, I don't like turning free trips into ones that cost money because of tickets or whatever. We'll take a little stroll. Out here on one of them little dates. Baby, I'm gonna take you to see the world. Take you to see the surfers and waves. Take you out there to the end of the world. You know, he over there jibbing for his. More power to him. Country Music Festival. like dude got wiped out. Rolling. Catch another one. There you go. Carving it. Good ride, good ride. Let's get one more. Watch these birds, they'll shit on you. You be in your feelings, you got shit on top of your head. That's what these birds out here. then as the months go on, get into September, it starts to get a little bit colder. October, hardly any sun out here. It's not warm. It starts to get cold. So that's why right now, while I'm rolling, I can tell that the seasons are changing up. Season changes here are very subtle. Not like in the South where you got to shovel snow and ski it and slide, black ice, tornadoes, and all that kind of stuff that you guys go through in the East Coast and Mid-America. We go through these subtle changes. You know, we got fires, we got some earthquakes here and there, and then we got these small seasonal changes that take you from wearing, I don't know, shorts and a tank top to wearing shorts and a short sleeve and maybe a jacket. It don't get too cold. Sometimes it'll surprise you though. Most of the time we live in this is like the worst case scenario right here. Like these clouds here and a little bit colder. So we're on our way to our next destination, and once we get a little closer, I'll pull y'all back in. Alright, so we back rolling. Made it past the Santa Barbara County line. You might have saw that sign back there, and got an offshoot way to go to Ojai. Really dig Ojai as well. Little place to go, do a little wine tasting or just chilling. A retreat area. A lot of artists up there. I can dig it. But as we get closer into Santa Barbara area, see that these clouds are getting thicker, right? Crazy, because when we started, it was super blue. Now we got this cloud cover. I'm not mad about it though. Clouds bring coolness. Am I right with being cool right now? So this part of I really like to get up here, man, and escape. Going south is one thing. Going down to 405 and the 5 and getting more down into the teeth of LA sometimes can cause anxiety, man. So I like to get this way, up near Carpinteria, up near Santa Barbara sometimes just to unwind. As you get here, you see there's a lot of people that come from all over the world that come to visit this area. So for me, it's almost like escaping out to Hawaii or something. Like people are going here as a destination, and I live close enough to ride over to it. So shit, I'm there. Go over here and have a little bit of peace before got to get back on the grind during the weekday. Sometimes I'm able to do it during the weekday, so it just depends. Getting that mental status right is key with me. I do whatever I need to do in order to keep my mind right. And driving out to places like this is a way for me to do that. Like, no joke, this is like my favorite tree in the world. Every time I pass through Santa Barbara, I see this tree, I feel like I'm entering into relaxation state. Like I'm getting to a point to where I can chill. I don't know why that is, but I love that tree. Love it so much I got a miniature one, but couldn't keep it alive, so I don't got that green thumb. I love the tree, but the tree don't love me back. It's a cool little hotel over there, been over there. Cost some chips though. Cost a lot to stay. Yeah, so we're entering into Montecito, Santa Barbara area. And what I want to do is get near the downtown area, run a few more errands. get a little food in my system. Santa Barbara Zoo, cool little spot. Nice ass zoo. Up on the hill. Good place to go and take the kids or take some folks that you want a monkey to throw some crap at. Monkeys do get down like that. Big ass elephants and lions. Alright, so anyway, so getting closer to downtown area of SB. And as you can see, the ride up here is beautiful. All these trees and it's a beautiful scene, man. I might take the beach route and come back around to where I'm trying to go. We'll see. Or I'll go grab some food and then go to beach route. Alright, downtown is where we're trying to get to. What is that shit on the back of his van? What's that? Shit get on my nerves. Anyway, let me get back to my business. Alright, so let's get off here. Laguna. Actually get off on Garden. Right, so we made it in. More to come in a minute. Been a few of these corners. Damn, will you watch me going? Move out there, don't even look. Come on, people. Trying to mess up the King Dray Mack's day. But I ain't gonna let that happen. We rolling. When I come out here, I like to park in the neighborhoods. I don't park in the parking areas. Just go find me a spot in the neighborhood and get to where I'm going. Been out here more times than I can even count, so I know my way around. That's the main street right there, State. work. Make 75 work. 75-minute parking. Park in front of this house right here. Should do it. Santa Barbara got some uniqueness to it, man. With the old school mixed with that new school, the Spanish architecture mixed with the colonial style Victorian homes. Very expensive out here, though. My water in there. Back to get it. All right, we're here. We have arrived on the streets again. All right, so we walking through these streets, trying to get this little area I'm trying to get to. Again, we on that run. We're gonna run together. Yeah. Make my move. I have to hit that little coffee joint right there after I get some food. Make that my last move, little lighthouse coffee spot. I went in there when it first opened up. But shit, that was pre-COVID. But they was prepared for it because they had a little open seating area like that. Always open like that even before COVID. Jump up in here. Yeah. Go this way. Let's see. Sweet creams, huh?
hard for me to resist. Yeah. All right, I think I'm getting up on where I was trying to go. Get back with y'all in a minute. on the block. Let's see what we got down here. Lobster rolls. That's the way down to the beach. State Street down to the beach. But now, I'm gonna head across the street and hit this little Mexican spot. It's over here. Let's see, where we at right now? TRS, Chapala. All right, so let me get back to the spot that I know. Back here in the cut by the freeway. If you know, you know. Touch on some of these tacos. Even though I did have some tacos yesterday, but I made them, so it's a little bit different. Pulling up on Lily's Taqueria. Bro, I see you. See a young dude over there playing. Let's see his form. So yeah, it's got my tacos, waiting on them right now. And as you can see, we're right. I think that's me. Is that 14?
Yeah, you want some lunch and radishes?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
down through their families. That said, it's not a lot of folks that look like me out here. Because of that, we got some work to do. It's a cool little building. Like the staircase and the roof up there. It's tight. It's tight. Really like that. Alright, so let me get to this little drink spot. See the whip still over there. Gotta go a little bit further. Look, they got little antiques up in there, huh? Antique spot next to the Sherman Williams. Santa Barbara for you. Try to get to where I'm going. Oh yeah, we deliver everywhere. One day, baby. That's what the prime dude is saying. He's looking over at me. Like, what I'm doing here? What you doing here? Damn, this place used to be popping too. Is it closed? Damn. Wow. Didn't make it through the drought. Shit is like finding dinosaur bones. These dead businesses. Really crazy. They all kind of went out of commission, man. Hard to survive. Anyway, let me get up into this spot. Give me something to drink. At the lighthouse. Got the drink. Got the tacos. Probably got mission accomplished. Those clouds are burned off, especially back here. Looking good. This area still looks cloudy. All right, so back to the whip, back to the other part of my mission. It's that proper wear up in there. Looks like you're in a resort every day. Can't afford to look like that. People might ask me for something. Looking like I'm on a resort every day. Wear my mask, people sneezing for no reason. And I don't want it. Cool little boots. Guess if you was into purple boots like Prince, that'd be the spot for you. All right, another low-key day out here in SB. About to be in this corner though. Get up out of here.
All right, we rolling again. Gotta get rolling. Get a little bit of juice. Get back to the crib. Notice that Anthony Joshua was fighting Usyk today. It's one thing. I want to see a whole bunch of stuff that you can see on a lighter weight at the heavyweight division. So I haven't, not a Usyk fan, and Joshua just be out there just barely making it. Barely making it through fights. And he got heart, but I think anybody that steps in the ring got heart. So, about to hit this charger, charge back up, then take a little scenic route back to the crib. But at the same time, try to avoid a lot of that Blue Angel traffic. I don't want to get caught in that traffic, so I'll do all I can to avoid that. But in the meanwhile, I'm going up north Santa Barbara near UCSB at the top of State Street, where superchargers are. Where we can kind of marinate, walk around a little bit while the cars get juiced up. Gotta put about $7-8 in here. Get me back to the crib. Maybe I can watch some of the highlights of the fight. That's all they can get out of me. Damn sure ain't gonna get no pay-per-view money out of me for that. Anthony Joshua. Alright, so let me slide over here. Slide over here to the supercharger. Then we'll have a little bit. I'm gonna look up this what this fight is looking like, and maybe have some commentary on it as I get back where I'm going. All right, where's my exit? Ooh, I forgot about that Chumash reservation, that casino up there. Said I'm not gonna touch that casino for a while, so I'm gonna stay true to that. Stay away from the casino right now. Get off, get charged up, get back on the road. The sea out here is just beautiful, man. Santa Barbara. Come here all the time, but this is the first time I'm really putting it on film like this, so you can see it with me. There's the Chargers over there. All right. Great dancing, where is that? Where is that? That's what I'm doing here. Dude, got the big fag on the side of the ship. Trying to make a statement. I guess. Back in here. Car says stop. Let's see. I'm pretty close to it. Hop out. All right, that'll do it. we're gonna need about $5 worth.
About these mountains. You see wineries and vineyards way up there. See, you see that vineyard. All right, let me get up in here. Right at the right section too, the men's. you like to save 20% off your purchase today? About every day. 50%, 70%. This makes these low key, super low key. They sell brand name up in here. these stores are gonna make it. Macy's had a grand total of nothing. Man, that was a quick ass shopping trip. I guess I'm just picky, so I'll be looking for some shit that everybody missed. Okay, I'll pick that one. My size and everything. I'll be looking for diamond in the rough. Well, we know damn well the internet is where you find diamonds in the rough these days. Trying to keep it old school. Sometimes pop in and grab something that people overlooked. Sometimes you feel like the internet isn't as reliable for some things, but shit, it's coming out to be all true story. Let me see what these shit is here. Let me test my luck. Let's see. Cornhole. Dual my left. Let's see if it goes. That was a little off. That was my left, y'all. Let me get my left right. Here we go. Oh, that was close. One more. Let me see how your boy's aim is with his left. Ooh, damn close, but not good enough. But that's how you're supposed to do. Nobody looking. Don't tell nobody I did this. Get your ass in there. Do it though. Made it happen. Never give up. Get my ass back to this charger before I get there, and they've charged me an astronomical amount of money. I don't know what that is. I guess you call it art. You don't know, call it art. Go down here a little bit. Williams-Sonoma got a lot of shit. I'll get some pots from up in there. Not necessarily dopes, but the all clads. Got me some all clads. Now at least I can't burn up stuff too easy. Alright, let me slide through here. Shit, I didn't know Sears was still popping. Cowboy fans out here. Get back to my location. Sears is that old school. Y'all know y'all went to Sears when y'all was a kid. Mom should come back with the tough skins. Hard ass jeans with the big patches on them, so you go outside and you slide on on the cement, sparks come off your knees. Like they had metal in the knees. Put them creases up in there. Moms press them creases out. Follow too close behind somebody, behind their legs. Cut razor blade thin slices in their pants. The creases were so damn creased up. The patches, man. Patches on those shoes or something else. I mean those pants or something else. Unbreakable. You saw somebody with their tough skins toe up. That's a rough ass kid. Feel sorry for their parents. Cause you have to stay buying them clothes. Them with some slacks. Their skin would be tore down to the white meat. Since they had them tough skins on, they could slide over razor blades, broken glass, whatever. And all good. But that's what Sears used to be good for. I ain't been in there in a minute. I didn't even know they were still popping. Everywhere I see, they closing down. All right, so let me get back to this car. Should have enough juice for me to get back to the crib. Really didn't like the fact that the little supercharger was actually not a supercharger. It was just a charger. Slow motion charger. Get up through here, man. Off the street. Soak in this beautiful day. It's one thing I'm avoiding. Yeah, y'all laughing right now. Y'all saying, oh yeah, you gotta do all of that. Oh, but look at that. Right there. That's why I do all of that. My shit gonna cost like $8. Get me to the crib. Your shit gonna cost you about 80. Now who's stupid?
we're gonna exit Carrillo. Old school Chevy. Damn, that's a wagon right there. Good boy will run through a tank and don't get a dent in it. 99 cents plus. You know they ain't got nothing for 99 cents in there no more. Should be like 99.99. Damn near everything. Alright, so this is a good area. I like this little area right behind the school. Not UCSB, but community college. This community college has the best, damn near the best view of any community college I've ever seen. Overlooking the beach. I don't know how it gets better than that. Like Pepperdine got a hell of a campus, but I don't know. Santa Barbara Community College got a beautiful view and a very nice campus. When you all out here, it is kind of remote, kind of detached from LA. It's damn near 2 hours from LA. But, you know, you can get to Ventura, Oxnard, the Valley, and shit. Once you get to the Valley, you in LA. You can start, you know, getting anywhere you want in 30 minutes by the time you get to the Valley. Man, look at the ocean out there. You see it now. Way out there. I know y'all couldn't see it the way I did that, but trust me, it's there. Beautiful view. This little area hasn't changed much in many years. Like stores and stuff might have changed names, but still looks the same. Very beautiful. That heavy Chevy. She rolling. Don't hit my shit with that big ass thing. That's a tank right there. Shit hit my shit and split it in half. I'll be driving one side, the other side will be right next to me. Scraping down the street. Alright, we rolling. This part I really like up here off the cliff in Carrillo. A lot of little stores and you know how it is. Stores everywhere you go, every city. But when you come around here, you see that the community changes up. I wouldn't mind living up in something like this. Just give me a little condo or something. It's right near the beach. But you see a lot of people working out over here. It's got a little park over here. People go and chill, picnic, whatever they do. And then you just come straight across here and you're on the beach, where we're about to pull over a little bit. There's no stopping anytime, but shit, take time. I got to see it.
Look at that, man. So that's what I'm talking about. You can't find this in the store. You got to be living out here in order to witness this and be appreciative of it. That's why we pay so much money to live where we live, because you can come out here, you can smell this air, you can jump in that water, you can see what you see with your eyes, touch something if you want to, and it's just beautiful and awesome, man. I love it. Serenity and peace. And we get these breezes up here, man. Right now in the valley, it's super hot. So let me get back in my whip.
Yeah, it's beautiful down here. Did I film that? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to turn around. I don't know if my camera was even on when I was up here filming. I gotta go up here just in case I did spot. Alright, so this is the beauty of this area, man. Like, you go up there, you got the beaches down there, and then you roll down here where UCSB is. That's a beautiful tree right there. I like that tree. UCSB is, not UCSB, what did I say? Santa Barbara Community College. As you roll down, I know you might be able to see it and make it out in front, but you see sailboats right now. I can see them on the ocean. And these houses are nice too. Wouldn't mind. I could do it. Live up here. But you can see the sailboat out there right now. Here having players' picnics, birthday parties, and all that. Quinceañeras, all kind of things going on out here. Beautiful area. There's somebody with an acoustic guitar. You know you got to have that. You got to have it. All right, so we're still rolling. Been in the corner, beautiful bays over there, as you can see. We're gonna head over to the Santa Barbara waterfront. I guess that's what they call it. I never knew. I just knew that's where the beach is down there. You can see it. People on the beach. Sailboats. That's the difference between LA beaches and the beaches down here, is that sailboats are like way out. They out there selling in the ocean. Over here it's a little bit of beach and mostly sailing. Where in LA it's a lot of beach and the sailing is happening at more of a distance. They're out there really getting it in. This is what I was telling y'all about the community college, though. So if you can see, the stadium is right here. Community College Stadium. It's right here where you see those lights and those bleachers. You see that. But then right across the street from that is the bay. You go over there and run up those bleachers. That was not fun. Running up them bleachers. So yeah, here we go. That's the stadium over there. And then over here you got Santa Barbara Harbor. Santa Barbara Harbor over here, college over there. Now we're rolling down the main waterfront area. Like this was Miami. This would be like the Ocean Ave of Santa Barbara. Definitely don't see what you see down in Miami, but I mean it's still cool. Different vibe. That place right there called Chad's used to be called Sambo's. They had to change that name. Wonder why. Parking is hardcore down here, I see. A lot of tourists and stuff that come down here. Like them dudes definitely look European. Got to be European. Why I say that? Alright, let me get off people. I'm gonna stall them out. They got the little fountain over there. While they over there teaching their baby. Look at the fountain, look at the dolphin. You know, all that. Baby like, man, I don't know what that is. Where my bottle at? Alright, so we're rolling again. Rolling into Santa Barbara and out of Santa Barbara. Out here exercising, getting it in. Very open out here. You know, we stand on all of that, all the rights for everybody. We stand. Let's see what's happening over here on this exercise trail. Okay. A lot of people out today. This good weather, because we know this weather about to change up in not too long, but there's a lot of tourists out. You can see spending that good money at these resorts. I'm trying to squeeze through. Nice little area over here.
routes that I know just from coming out here all the time. People of all ages getting it in. Sailboats just rolling. Love it. Volleyball players. Right, so now, let's see a beautiful golf course up here. I believe that's a zoo up there on top of that mountain. And we're about to get up out of Santa Barbara. It's a place that I don't need to be. Cemetery. Keep on mashing. Slide around here. Right. Turn up through here. This is where Montecito is. I know that might sound familiar since some of y'all live next door to Oprah and all that, but it's where Oprah's spot is. Ellen and what's the dude that just married homegirl, the King Harry, or Prince Harry and Meghan. They live over here too. No big deal, you know. Say hi to him when you at the store. What's poppin'? Prince. Yeah, this is Coast Village Road, so we're gonna roll through here to get to the freeway. From here, this is a nice little area to come and get lost in. Area. So once we get up out of here, jump back on the freeway, start heading back to the spot. But wanted to give you guys an idea of how this looks going through Montecito, headed back to the 101. Oftentimes I'll stop through here and grab some food, sip on some wine or sip on some whatever, walk around a little bit, soak up some sun. You know how we do. Now we're about to jump back on this freeway. One south, baby. not a toy. All right, so I'm gonna get back at y'all in a minute. So when we start back, water starts to get rough over there. Come on, Gimple. Gimple, man. Imbalanced or something. Anyway, get back into this lane. I like this little area over here. Nice little bike route. Haven't taken my bike over here yet, but I know it'll be fun. I see people over there doing it right now. Looks like they're in a race. See numbers on their back, so they're definitely in a race or something. But it'd be nice to ride through there. Like little waves crashing over here. The white caps. It's active out here. You can see the shore. I mean, not the shore, but the pier for Muscle Shoals over there. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. Basically, it's a little bitty man-made island over there. See if you can see it now. Kind of hard to see. Trust me, something over there to look cool. Alright, so the right lane is closed ahead, so let me smooth get into the left. Keep on pushing. I might take a quick little detour back to the crib. Take a small detour. I have to continue my mission that I was on today, tomorrow. Someplace else, Muscle Shoals, that's what it is, yeah. Continue that mission somewhere else. Should have went down there, but I missed it. It's all good. Construction on the road got me twisted because I wanted to get down there, see some of that coastline on my way back, but I guess I'm gonna miss it this time. It's all good. Get back to it on another one. They do this a lot, man. I feel like they've been, like, I'm literally on the road where this freeway was 1, 2, 3 lanes wide. Now they made it 2 lanes wide over there, put a wall right there, and then now we're taking this third road going in the opposite direction of the traffic that's coming this way. So they're doing some work on these highways, man, and I'm kind of mad because it made me miss my exit. Small thanks to a giant, you know how we do. Nice little view right there, though. Got agricultural land right there, right by the ocean. I don't know what they're growing right there. Maybe it's wine. I don't know. Grapes, I mean. A lot of RVs. I wanted to drive by all those RVs and stuff that are down there on the coastline. There's a bunch of them down there. But again, I missed that exit, so won't be able to do that today. But if you ever ride through the 101 going south from Santa Barbara, you know you can get off on Seacliff and you can take the ocean, take the 1 for a few miles, and you can see what a lot of people are doing with their RVs, and they go spend, you know, the weekend in the RV, the toy hauler, the big truck, whatever it may be. Just hang out down there. Some of them have, you know, satellites going into their RVs. They watch football down there on Sundays, which has to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Okay, so now we're crossing back into Ventura. I guess Anthony Joshua is not making a fool out of himself this time. I checked on that. Looks like it's a pretty close fight. Hadn't got knocked out. Looks to be close on the cards. So maybe he's going to redeem himself. Let's see what happens. Once I stop being mobile, I'll be able to check it out and maybe give some more analysis on that fight to determine if AJ getting with Robert Garcia, who happens to be from Oxnard and has his camp in Oxnard, and I passed through Oxnard earlier in this video, so I didn't do that on purpose. That's just happenstance, man. That's the way things go. But AJ stepped down and got Robert Garcia to be his trainer. That was a weird choice, in my opinion. Like, Robert Garcia don't have no big heavyweights. AJ said he wanted to get trained like a lightweight and do like 250 pounds, 6'5". He wanted to get trained like a lightweight. I don't understand that. Something's up with dude mentally, but if it pays off, here's that thing I passed by earlier, that Honky Tonk Country Music Festival. Not a spot for me, but anyway, so AJ went down and trained with the guy, Robert Garcia, who is known for himself boxing. His father's a trainer. His brother is a world champion. I believe he was world champion as well, but not too many heavyweights have I ever seen say that I want to train like a lightweight and then go get trained by somebody who specializes in the lightweight division. So AJ's a different cat, man. A lot of people on the beach over there too. Ventura beaches are a little bit different. Not like Orange County beaches, not like Malibu. Got a lot of sand dunes and twigs, and I feel like it doesn't get super hot, so people that just lay out there, they just out there getting sun. They ain't necessarily getting that heat. So I don't understand it. It'd be kind of too cold for me when I go out to Ventura to go on the beach. I'm like, damn, I don't know how people out here damn near naked laying out in this. I don't get it. But I don't get a lot of things, so it is what it is. But anyway, so it'll be interesting to see if AJ can get past this test, and if he can get past that, maybe that sets him up to fight a Joe Joyce or a Deontay Wilder. I know he's scared of Deontay. Deontay, although is a flawed boxer, his punching power is elite. And as long as he's vertical, he got action at knocking you out. And AJ has been knocked out, but he hasn't been knocked smooth out. Like, Wilder can cut your PG&E, your Southern California Edison or whatever. You pay your electric bill too. He can shut it all off with one punch. So I think they're avoiding him for as long as possible. They want to see what this fight looks like that he has coming up next, and if he looks timid, if he looks like he's worn from that last fight those last sets of fight that he had with Fury, then they may pick that fight for Joshua. That will be a big money fight, no doubt. It's a fight that should have happened a long time ago, but unfortunately that's how boxing is. We talked about that already. Boxing is the most cruel to its fan base that I've ever seen. There's not a sport out there that treats their fan base like shit like boxing does. It's not a unified body, a sport body. It's individuals out there trying to get it. whenever you got that, man, you got chaos. Things don't happen the way you want them to happen. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna get in what they give me. Hardly nothing. Big fight comes, I'll tune in. These little fights happen, I won't be tuning in. So you ain't gonna get rich off me, player. Alright, so we're about to make this turn. Get on this freeway, punch it a little bit. Just a little bit. Create some space for myself, you know. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. So, damn, dude was riding hella close to the gutter lane on this bike, man. Maybe Joshua goes to full 12 again with Usyk. I don't know. Usyk must have a hell of a chin, or Joshua must not have been able to touch him on his chin, because Usyk came up from cruiserweight. Joshua's this big ass dude, and you can't knock him. I know he's elusive, but you got to at least be able to touch him within 12 rounds or 24 rounds, you would think. But that's what I get for thinking sometimes, you know. So we're rolling back down the back way through Ventura County, about to connect back to northern Los Angeles County, and then back to the crib. I took y'all out on this mission with me today, just so you can see some of the things that I see just on my daily routine. This was nothing special. This wasn't nothing that, you know, that I thought, okay, we're gonna see something amazing. I'm gonna stop somewhere and you're gonna see something you've never seen before. But I did want you to see parts of Los Angeles that you don't necessarily know about if you're not from this area. Like, not many people roll through these back ends or pop up in Oxnard, Ventura, Santa Barbara, etc., to go do their deeds. So I wanted you to see it, and the next time you're out in the LA area, you know, you're gonna probably go hit Venice like everybody else, go hit Beverly Hills, go through Melrose, go down Robertson, maybe go to the Fox Hill Mall, roll through the hood to Crenshaw, roll up and down Sunset, Hollywood Boulevard, stop near, you know, downtown, Staples Center, and all that, all the above. But there's more to LA. There's more to it. You know, you got the canyons that you can roll through and see all the things that you wouldn't even think that were in LA. Of course, you got the beaches. There's locations out in the San Fernando Valley that you would see. There's places in Orange County that, you know, you ride just a few 20, 30 miles from LAX, you'll be touching on some different beach, different atmosphere. And of course, you can come out here where I came today and witness some things that you might not have normally witnessed if you were just going through the LA area, just regular LA area. So, you know, I just wanted to put y'all up on it, take y'all on this journey with me. And me and the Big Pick, we're going to be talking a little bit more about sports and some lifestyle as we go along. But it's something I want you to get used to, because I'm going to be taking this camera with me on some of my routine that I do throughout the upcoming weeks and months, so you can see some areas that I see and see it from my perspective. I am the King Dray Mack. Peace. exit the Galleria. 7 floors up means you gotta go 7 floors down. Let's see. Where's the damn exit at? Just said exit. Oh, there it is. I think we'll just take the stairs in the car. Everybody want to get a piece of that view. Here we go. All right.
Yield to oncoming traffic.
I yields to no one.
Not today.
All right, that's one. That two. We rolling like it's stolen. Riding like a horse. It's a damn shame they put the charger way up there. Central Ave. Left. Oh shit, went on brand. It's all good. That wasn't so bad going down. That's where I thought the charger was, right there. And we out of here. Now I gotta actually pay him to get out of this damn thing.
Should be like $2 though.